What y'all thought I wanted to do a weed song? Every puff that I bought, she go to herbs and leaves to eat. You know me. And it makes me feel like higher, higher, baby. Can you feel it? Do you feel the same weed high that I am so high? Reefer make you feel that way. So right. Roll more, let's smoke. I got to get high. I've been high since the last song. But smokers on the reefer really makes you happy, don't it? But smokers on the reefer really makes you happy, don't it? Me smoking Buddha. Come and get me smoking Buddha. Me rolling, then me pass the Huda to ya. And when they ask you, you can tell them crazy school just Buddha. But first me gotta get with me friends. So wish you fight a gun, cause I'm gonna spend all my ends on the Buddha. Come and get me, show me the blood I grin. If you don't wanna go ahead, forget, I'll put in the ends on the Buddha. We rollin', smoking, choking, pass it, toke it, hand it back to ya. That Buddha, to the Buddha. Now how high can you go?
The weed can't get no better. $20 all day, every day. Come around my way, he gon' want to stay. He makes me hungry, happy, and all I can say, sure I need some more. Don't make me wait, stay awake, fake sleep. Got the weed between the sheets, catch me. Mary J. bless me.
Now how high can you go? Now how high can you go? Now as soon as I arrive in LA, gotta hit my connections. I've been stressing on this airplane. These summers just thinking of crashing. Now what's that's gonna be relaxing. Smoking, choking, rolling blunts.
I remember being a little thug, we really didn't know what it was. Then I took a puff and I realized I should always stay high. The weed makes me feel alright. If you feel like I feel, I got half on your dime. If you got weed smoking, I'm a real weed smoker. If it's mine, then I would. Since it's yours, you could, you should.
We won't spend no money. Them sex gotta be lovely, or we ain't fucking with y'all. Don't give me that, me don't want that. Don't give me that one, no stress. No, me don't want that. Not in California, LA, I want that bomb.
If I ain't there when you blaze the blood, nigga, please think of me. Cause you know a nigga love to get high, high and free. Smoking all night, feeling alright. Both us get high, so
it really makes me happy, and it makes me sing. Every puff that I breathe, potent herbs and leaves to ease the world. I done been to the other side, and I see London and Paris. Niggas get fucking bloody high. Feeling the vibe, Mary Jane worldwide. So why is it such a crime? Hey, everybody should be getting high. So Mr. Weed Man, you know we looking for the trees with no seeds, man. Yeah, we got the trees, and we need to know if you can show me the nigga with the weed.
So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. Every one of them that I know.
Can we just smoke up done? Find a place to post up. Got Tennessee in my club. Hot boxing with the windows up. Do it, man.
For the next episode, hey, smoke weed every day.
As I make my way
The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Get your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
Oh yeah, back in the building.
Was hanging.
And it's Wednesday, so we got a ton of news. Shout out to everyone who's up in the chat right now. I tried to answer some questions while we were getting started here, while the countdown was going. Let me just jump right into this news because we got a bunch and we get some questions and stuff going real soon. All right. How about we start with Herbert being day to day? Coach says he's gotten a lot of rest. He's feeling way more comfortable, was able to do some light throwing yesterday, and he did some individual drills today.
This one worries me a little bit. It doesn't necessarily put him on track, even though he's day to day, because this is a pain tolerance thing. You know what I mean? The worst case scenario is he could be like, oh, he's going to go, and it's the 1 o'clock game, and he during warm-ups, he aggravates it so bad that they hold him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely always could be an issue. I'm just going to be more optimistic. I really think Herbert I think this does get him a little bit close. I mean, way better than him missing. Being able to throw yesterday, he's got to be able to throw. Got to be able to do these drills because he's got to be able to move without hurting. Tomorrow is super important, but Friday and Saturday, even more important with something like this. You're going to have to play this all the way down to the wire with Herbert.
It's really Friday because Saturday is a walkthrough. So, if he progresses again, full participant tomorrow, then I throw what I said out the window. You know what I mean?
Well, just like you said, though, even in the walkthrough, they still got to be moving around. If it's really a pain tolerance issue, just more moving.
Yeah, they ain't throwing, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to be lightweight throwing and then never mind. You know what? We're gonna raise the morale.
There we go. And Keenan Allen also day to day as of now. Fridays was going to be most important for Keenan Allen dealing with his damn hamstring injury. And yep, Albert said it right there. Is doing some individual drills on the side. Keenan Allen it's crazy because Keenan Allen worries me more than Herbert does.
I mean, yeah. At least for Keenan Allen, there's a guy who slots right in. You know what I mean?
Yep. And let's see what else we got here. Officially, we mentioned it yesterday that Jadeveon Clowney was not going to play on Thursday Night Football. Just throwing it out there again. He's been labeled out for Thursday Night Football versus the Steelers. One thing that was kind of annoying, Roquan Smith did not practice today. Knee injury. It's still a Wednesday. But this is something we got to monitor. I didn't know that he was hurt until today.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, could be business decisions too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's a Wednesday.
He tries to preserve himself as much as possible. But yeah, because that shit popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, if I was Roquan Smith, I wouldn't practice on any Wednesday this entire season anyways. You know, he deserves the vet rest. And especially you don't want to go out there and get hurt when you're playing for a contract. So I'd be making business decisions if I was him too.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. Mark said anything on Gabriel Davis yet? I believe he was out there in a limited capacity. Let me go. Let me see. And then we got something about him here.
Oh, no. Where's the wipe, son?
Actually, let me I'll get back to you guys on that.
I read it was a lateral ankle sprain.
So and it was a mild one. It happened Saturday. You know what I mean? Which is their since they played on Monday, that was their last like full practice.
And
So-
I was correct. I just double checked the injury report. He was limited today. So
Yeah.
definitely a positive sign.
Yeah, he's pacing.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. Okay, some good news for the Colts. Michael Pittman and Alex Pierce back at practice. Everyone who has Michael Pittman, definitely need him out there, and the Colts need him out there because it's JT and Michael Pittman, or the Colts are just going to fail.
And they playing the Chiefs.
Yeah, it could be a big get back game right here for those guys. Kittle limited in practice today. I mean, that's better than him not playing. I like it that Jimmy G is going to be back with him, but I'm still nervous as hell about starting him right away.
Well, of course, he's being started against me this week in a number of spots and right in time with Jimmy there. So just based on my luck, Kittle's going to go off on me.
All right. Yeah, we might as well count Kittle for like 200 yards, couple touchdowns. Because Bogey's got the
they're playing Denver. Denver has a very poor secondary right now with their stars missing.
Yep. And let's see. We'll get into Denver here soon. And how about for the Bengals? If we're worried about Joe Burrow, taking more hits and more hits, well, the right tackle for the Bengals did not practice today. Just everything's kind of in shambles over there. Jermaine Pratt also missed practice due to a knee injury, their middle linebacker. And then Hayden Hurst was limited in practice with a groin injury. Everything is kind of going to shambles right now for the Bengals.
Are they turning back into the Bungles?
I mean, they're a couple injuries away from it, I'm going to say. I mean, Burrows needs to be protected over there, and they're doing a horrible job. What'd you say, 13 sacks through 2 weeks so far? Something like that? That's a lot of hits. That's That's why he had That's why he had the knee injury. I mean, that's why he had the ACL in the first year. He was getting smashed.
Hell yeah, he was.
Hopefully they get some different kind of game plan going, because you can't be taking 6-7 sacks every single game for 17 games. Dude's gonna get fucked up.
I mean, what is he, Russell Wilson? That was Russell Wilson's status back in the days, man. 5-6 sacks a game.
Wondering why he's always talking shit about the Seahawks.
Right?
Saying, just give me some protection, motherfuckers. Is all I want.
Hey, at his last presser, he almost said "Go Hawks" again. It's hella funny.
Ha!
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Go ponies! Go ponies!
Go Cox in my mouth. Pete! Damn it, Pete!
So funny. And Kansas City. Man, she's going crazy over there. For Kansas City.
Yeah.
Willie Gay Jr. This motherfucker. I've been trying to call his number for I'm not literally call his number, but call his number to someone you can play an IDP for the last 2 years. He finally has the breakout game of his career. And then the next day after that, he gets suspended for 4 games for violating the
vacuum laws,
the personal conduct policy and all that.
The vacuum laws.
Man.
Don't be violent towards your vacuums. Isn't that what happened?
I told you not to disturb me while I'm cleaning my room.
He comes out with the suction.
Oh, that was classic. Fucking.
And then
Dewey.
they pull. You know what's funny is that I never got that in the end because I never saw. So I never knew Kaiser Sose. I never saw that movie until years later.
Right. So
I didn't get it. I'm like, all of a sudden he's cool now. He's sliding doing his little special ed limp, and then he just slick with it. He starts swagging it up.
Man, that movie was classic.
Right.
Deputy Dookie. And Lincoln said that was the part of the movie that was too funny. Don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room. Such a savage.
He's giving it to that vacuum.
Let's see. What?
Hey, remember in Wayne's World? He's like, you can say that thing really sucks.
Oh man. All right, let's get back at it. So we got Mike Evans. His suspension, it was upheld by the NFL, so he's officially out for week 3. And Mark says, any news on the receivers for Tampa Bay? There we go. Should I start the Green Bay defense? Not a bad move. Not a bad move.
I don't know, man, because
hold.
Green Bay might have trouble on offense as well. So this could be an ugly game. Look at the last time they met. It was a complete shellacking. It was one-sided. And it was actually Rodgers going into Tampa. You know what I mean? So now here he is going into Tampa again. It's a bad matchup. You know what I mean? It's all about the short passing game for Rodgers and them. So we're okay with Aaron Jones and Lazard.
The only reason that you start the Green Bay defense is if you get a bunch of points for like low scoring games. Because I don't think either one of these teams is really going to be getting a bunch of turnovers. Rodgers and Brady don't throw a bunch of interceptions by nature. They're definitely not going to take any shots with any of these scrubs, So unless we get some shit where they throw it bobbled off a dude's hands,
I will say if there's a interception prop for Aaron Rodgers, like if they set it at 1.5, I'm going over. Damn, like that's one thing is that they get him off his spot so nasty that line is beat up too. I mean, what's his name? Travis Gibson just went in on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Travis really, huh? Trev.
I think so. Yeah. It's never know how to pronounce these dudes' names. We just guess
Travis. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to disrespect him and call him Travis now. You know what I mean?
Crispy said, just give that kid a spoon of bourbon. A spoonful of bourbon.
See, Crispy's from the old days, bro. Like, and you know what it is, too? Is she's like, look, she's just thrashing the play area. I just let it happen because I cleaned. The moment I started cleaning, she's going to go on the other side and start thrashing that shit. She'd be laughing, too. She was laughing right now the whole time. That's what she was yelling about.
Laughing at me. You got to clean up all this shit, Daddy.
He's like, yeah, if you don't clean it up by the time Mommy gets home, she going to let you have it.
I'm getting in trouble. That shit is funny. And here goes a good question. Chase said, am I getting too cute for going golf over Brady?
No, Minnesota. Yeah, not necessarily, right? But Minnesota's so bad against the run. There's a good chance golf leads them down there and they pound it in with Swift and or Jamal.
Uh-oh. Bogey in the Matrix. All right. I think this is a game where Brady kind of steps it up a little bit. I mean, I know the what's it called? There we go. I know there's some issues over there with the wide receivers and everything, but I really feel like this is a game that Rodgers and Brady stepped up for. I mean, we're talking about guys who not only longtime rivals, but now they're kind of like friends. We saw them playing golf in the offseason.
Did you hear him throw that shot yesterday?
Oh no, didn't hear it. What was it?
It was like a shot at everyone. He said, they asked Rodgers, do you watch football? Like, did you catch the Monday night game? And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, I've got to know Josh. I like Josh. I only watch quarterbacks I like,
right.
him, Stafford, and that's pretty much it. So at least, he has a respect for Stafford because he's probably like, man, I can never put that guy away. You know what I mean?
Well, no. What I really got from it is the dudes that he handles. Like, that's the guys who he wanted to give a little bit of respect to because Rodgers has kind of always handled fucking Stafford and the Lions.
Yeah, for sure. But he never, I mean, what's funny is, guess who has the same amount of Super Bowl rings as him now?
Stafford, baby.
You know what I mean? He couldn't put him away, bro.
Nope.
And now, like, okay, Rodgers is always regarded as one of the most elite QBs to not win it more than once, right?
Right.
Arguably, some people call him the best.
It would have been him and Peyton forever had Peyton not got that second one.
Right. And then check this out. What's funny about that is now when you add guys in like Stafford, is that and to the one ring holding motherfuckers, is that more Trent Dilford or more like Rodgers Breeze type? You know what I mean? Right. Is that, you know what I mean? Is that, what's his name? Johnson with Tampa Bay. What was his name?
No one fucking.
No one even knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Stafford's not going to go down as one of those QBs. You know what I mean? But he also is never going to get the respect like Rodgers or Wilson even, or, you know what I mean? Like people, you know what people are going to say about Stafford? They're going to say, oh, he had to go to Sean McVay to get it. And then they bought their Super Bowl team. Shit, I wish my organization did that.
I mean, I just never get. I mean, that's only something that jealous people say, right? Because I mean, either way, like I mean, nobody fucking cares. Everybody wished that they could go out, trade away a bum like Jared Goff and a couple draft picks, and somehow come out with Stafford and then win a fucking Super Bowl that same year. That shit.
What? A lot of them. I mean, shit. Look at Tom Brady. He's like, I mean, for all we know, he was just surveying the league like, who the fuck is the most complete for me to just go in there right fucking now and add Gronk? You know what I mean?
And fuck, the year before, I mean, Jameis threw for 5,000 yards. Their defense was fucking nasty. It was top 5. Like Tom Brady knew where he was going. He should. If it wasn't
he
for
probably looked at Breeze too and was like, Breeze ain't shit no more. You know what I mean?
It's definitely one of the weakest divisions in football, you know, on paper.
Yeah.
And he was smart by deciding to retire this year. That would have been the smartest thing for him, because look at how much the Bucs are in shambles right now. Couple key pieces not coming back, and then all these damn injuries. Way different.
Yeah. I mean, shit, bro. It's really that line, man. That line is so bad right now.
Lincoln's making us do some math over here. He said, trying to pay these bills over here. He said, help me out. What is 33 plus 36? I love it.
I wonder what kind of bills he's paying.
Let's smoke it up. We got more news, and we're going to get into some questions. Just hang on to those questions. I'm going to try to answer them in the chat if I can. Shout out to the 2 first-time chatters on Twitch. Who do we got? Zen Owen, and we got an Egg Juice 15. I like it. And we'll get, if you get any more questions in there, I'll do my best to answer them. If you want to get your question answered right now, leave it as a super chat on YouTube. Also, you could do a highlighted chat on Twitch or get subbed up on Twitch, and I got you. All right. And don't forget, getting on YouTube, $5 super chat, get you an entry into the Sign Michael Vick Sign Football. Join as a YouTube member. Get those entries into the raffle as well. I can take extra in the house. What up? Oh, man. Life in Sports Talk with Jake said, fuck Penny. Last week.
Oh, man. You know what's so funny? There was like, it was literally like a crazy ass community that had years of Rashad Penny and was like, this is him forever now.
Yeah.
What we saw, a fraction. I think that was the most consecutive games he's ever played in his like 4-year career at that point.
I mean, it was the most consecutive games he'd played for like 6 years or something like that. Like he ain't played
2018.
Didn't even play.
So.
Oh, he did play over 4
It was
games.
year number 4, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, shit. He probably played like 7-8 games in his whole career, bro.
And we need some more thumbs up on YouTube. We got way more people watching than thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. We're going to be getting to questions here real soon, but we got to take care of this news. We got to keep everyone updated with the news, guys. We'll get to questions. Don't worry. All right. James Conner. He is practicing.
Oh, no. Shit. I was wondering what the fuck that was. That was freaking antibacterial, dude.
Damn it.
Shut all over your mouth. Oh, my God, stupid. Why would you do
that? Second take extra. Pittman practiced today. That's all we know as of now. Limited practice, but he was out there. James Conner practicing today on a Wednesday. So double barrel Darryl might not really be getting anything done this week, but I still think that if for some reason Conner doesn't play double barrel, Darryl is that guy. Let's see. For the Bucks, let's jump back there real quick. Julio Jones, Chris Godwin not practicing today. They're just not going to be practicing Wednesday at all for these guys. Same thing with Winston. He's got that back injury. Last week he was limited in practice on Wednesday. They said it's going to be the same schedule as he had last week. So I believe on Wednesday and Thursday he was
Yeah,
limited.
he ain't gonna practice.
Yeah, so he was at least limited today. Expect that moving forward. Alvin Kamara back at practice. Still something that we got to monitor, but better to be back at practice on a Wednesday than not.
Yeah, we want him against this matchup.
Definitely.
Yeah, Carolina's been bad against the run.
Hell yeah. And let's see for the Dolphins. Xavier Howard sidelined today at practice with a groin injury. He's a huge part of that defense. And if he is not good, if he doesn't
This is
play,
the football gods. The football gods are trying to like wound both secondaries so we can have the most epic shootout.
that would be pretty awesome because Jordan Poyer, he ends up on the injury report today. And Knox also ending up on the injury report today. Howard,
I will
Poyer's
say this. Like, with Gabe Davis not there, that's the only time I'm willing to start Knox, bro. And like, it wasn't just Knox. Like, say something happened to Knox and there was no Gabe Davis. Jake Kumaro is all in the mix.
Knox is not going to be a thing. Like, he really isn't. Like, they're not.
It's only when someone else is at. They're putting an emphasis on Gabe Davis this year. So this is the first game without him there. That
Knox isn't getting open. Like, that's the big thing. They're not like scheming him to get open.
No,
he's doing a lot of blocking, which he should protect Josh Allen's ass. Shit, Josh Allen gets an extra half a second because of Knox blocking. If that equals double digit, receptions for Diggs, I'm sure they'll take that all day. So Knox, I say just cut him. Like, he's droppable right now. Let someone else pick him up and start him. I literally picked up Evan Ingram in a $200 league. Picked up Evan Ingram because all I have is Dawson Knox, and I'm about 1 or 2 days away from cutting Dawson Knox. Because at least
I don't know, man. I'd probably rather play Dawson Knox over Evan Ingram against the Chargers and Derwin James.
Nah, you're tripping. If you look farther down, we're just talking about like percentage of the work that comes from the position on the team. It's all Evan.
Yeah, Evan Ingram is Evan. Evan Ingram's like number 9 in routes run at the position.
Yeah, while he's healthy right now, I'm full go because he's gonna get hurt. Play him right now while it's hot because you know what? Marvin Jones, he's getting like Evan Ingram's getting like no coverage over there. Kirk's getting some good coverage. Marvin Jones is really getting blanketed. That's why we've seen Zay Jones, over there getting those random things. And Evan Ingram's getting so many targets for a tight end that I'm just playing with it. I'm going the volume if I'm streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Lamar Jackson wearing an arm sleeve today at practice. Harbaugh came out and said there's no cause for concern. He's playing Sunday. Just shut the fuck up. And he didn't say shut the fuck up. I did, but that's what Rodgers told Pat McAfee yesterday when they were talking about a coach like getting fired or something. All right. Let's see. We got for the 49ers. We mentioned this yesterday. Marlon Mack gets elevated to the active roster after Ty Davis Price gets hurt. Also, another move they made today is they signed Tevin Coleman to the practice squad. So that shows how much this 49ers backfield is hurting right now.
Yeah, those are all bodies. Marlon Mack, I'm still standing by it, man. Like, Marlon Mack's a plotter.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Jeff Wilson is a volume play until Jordan Mason shows him that he's better than all the motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Or until Jeff Wilson dies. Like, so that's really what it is.
Yeah, because that's likely too. That guy's always hurt.
Yeah, so it is what it is. That's why there's always someone different who leads the 49ers in in rushing.
And I'll tell you this much, it won't be sickle cell having ass Kevin Coleman. I'll tell you that much.
Yep. Frank in the house. What up, homie? Let's see. Triple X said I was offered Kittle and Singletary for my Knox and Zeke. I'd do it. Get rid of fucking Knox and Zeke right away. I don't even like this trade that much, but I would way rather have Kittle on my bench than Knox in my starting lineup or on my bench.
It's really the only allure for a Knox is that he's connected to Allen, but there's way too many mouths to feed. I was off Knox before the season anyway because We couldn't project Davis to make a leap, to take a third-year leap, and Knox go along with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm really pissed because I only have Knox in one league, and it just happens to be a $200 league, and it was the stupid shit about him getting paid and all that like right before. I wish they wouldn't even came out with that fucking news because I'm mad that I have him even.
I mean, he's like an extension of the line, right? I mean, like you said, he pays it to chip away at those and shred those blitzes. You know what I mean?
Yep, and he's worth it as far as that goes.
Yeah,
all right.
for sure.
For Denver, and just hang out, everyone. We're going to be getting to questions real soon. We're just going to knock out the rest of this news real quick. And but if you do want to get your question answered, like right now, just throw it in as a super chat, $1 or $2, doesn't even matter. Just throw it in. We'll answer it. But we got to knock out this news real quick.
Where'd her water bottle go? Here, let me see that.
For the Broncos, Jerry Jeudy and Patrick Surtain not practicing today. Not a shock to me. If neither one of these guys could go, though, Denver might be having some problems this week.
I mean, both the running backs be heavily involved. Albert O gets a uptick, even though it's a bad matchup for the tight end position against my Niners. And then if you want a deeper league play, Montrell Washington, that's Montel Williams' nephew.
How we do.
Yeah. And Brett, I mean, he was a star in camp. Russ was finding him deep. You know what I mean? Pause. That sounded funny.
How about for the Panthers? CMC gets his weekly rest day. Dante Jackson limited in practice. They really need Dante Jackson to play. He can't be missing. Minka Fitzpatrick limited in practice, but it was leg cramps on why he was limited. So anyone getting super nervous, no reason to get nervous over there. Denzel Perryman not practicing today. Super pissed that Denzel Perryman is going back to his old ways. Let's see. Swift not practicing on a Wednesday again. Just remember, we talked about this last week. Pretty much every Wednesday is going to be. If he's not 100%, he's just not going to practice. And they said the concern is subsiding because he was able to play this past week with the same injury.
It's for load management purposes.
For sure. We also got Cam Curl full go in practice. He's going to be back this week. So if he's available in one of your IDP leagues, go pick him up. Washington is getting into a bunch of random shootouts.
And definitely, I'm a little weary if you want to continue to start Derek Forrest with curl back, because it was like, he just slotted right into that strong safety role. That shit was dope.
Yeah, and I mean, it was kind of like Cam Curl, he was the replacement for Landon Collins, if you guys know. And so just something else.
Hey, they cut Collins, huh?
Yeah, he still hasn't been picked up. I'm cutting him off my dynasty leagues now. Guys like him, Joe Schobert, Evan Ingram. I mean, shit, when guys like that, you're not getting signed. Joe Schobert was cut by two separate teams, this year. Like,
that says a lot.
These injuries got him. And so Derek Forrest, I mean, unless they're pulling out some three safety sets, there's no reason to start him if Cam Curl's back. You put him on your bench and you see how much he gets used this week. Probably just gonna drop him though.
Yep, dynasty hole.
Except in dynasty, he's a dynasty hole.
Yeah.
And Daryl Bottoms, what up? He said Tua or Carr. Bills D is tough for sure. And who's Carr got this week? Raiders going up against.
They're going up against Tennessee, so it's going to be a boring game. Like, Tennessee takes the air out of the ball unless you're Buffalo.
So I think I would rather take the shot on Tua. I just think there's more upside. The Bills' defense, it's awesome. But if Jordan Poyer doesn't play for whatever reason, I mean, that's going to open up things more. And really, it's Waddle. It's just the weapons that he's got, Waddle and Hill. Tua might not have to do much to get into those guys' hands.
There's no real answer to Adams either, though, in for Tennessee secondary. But it is, I mean, we need. Oh, hold on. Let me hit you back. Let me go.
Okay.
This real quick.
Daddy daycare. And it's crazy because I mean, the Cardinals, I mean, they have decent cornerbacks, but I mean, they were able to shut down, Adams. Let's see. For the Vikings, Harrison Smith is in concussion protocol. And let's see if he doesn't play this week. Could this be the Lewis Sign week finally? Oh no, I forgot Lewis Sign plays he plays free safety. Who knows if they throw him in there at strong safety or not. Rondell Moore considered day to day. Really not messing with Rondell Moore at all. And Tino in the house. What up, bro? Just in time for us to talk about your Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Michael Gallup will have every opportunity to get ready to play Monday night. Mike McCarthy says. Kind of don't understand what that means. Hasn't he had every opportunity to get ready up until this point now? But they said Gallup is close to getting a full slate of practice reps as he inches closer to returning to game action. And for the Giants, Monday Night Football, save that stuff for the end there. Kadarius Toney misses practice with a hamstring injury. Told you just drop him. Just get rid of him. You're still holding on to Kadarius Toney. Just drop him. And even Galladay, if you're still holding on to Galladay, just drop him. I'm pretty sure I dropped him in a dynasty league. I wanted to try to drop him for someone who was kind of scrubby. I don't know if I ended up getting him or not because I didn't look through all my teams just yet, but I definitely dropped him for someone who I'd rather have as a team morale booster on the bench. And Kayvon Thibodeau did some team drills today. The coach says that he's close. We want to see him. I want to see this dude on the field already. One of the guys who I really liked coming out of college. Super stoked about him. He's got to get out there. All right. And Lincoln throwing in that super chat. Let me get you added for that extra entry into the Michael Vick signed football giveaway. There we go. Get those super chats in, guys. Super chat karma is real. And Derek said, first off, to get my raffle in for the Michael Vick ball, I just traded Julio and Everett for Kamara just now. He accepted it. Boom. That's a fucking nice trade right there, bro. That is a nice trade right there. I like it. 2 thumbs up on that one. That's for sure. And Dave Bond says Steelers or the Chargers. And let's see who the Steelers. I'll probably go the Steelers, but I like the Steelers more, but I'm going the Chargers for this week versus the Jaguars. A little bit different when the Jags are on the road. I'm going that way. Let's see what else we got. Oh, well, the only other piece of news, and then we're going to get into some Q&A. Start throwing in your questions in the chat right now. And Sean Payton, I don't know why he's being talked about here, but he's saying that he would consider returning to coaching if the right opportunity presents itself. He said he's enjoying what he's doing right now, just hanging out. And yeah, we'll see if he actually makes a comeback or not. But that's something to keep on your radars is Sean Payton potentially coming back for coaching. All right. Now, get my water. Been talking, haven't even drank any water yet. I don't want to lose my voice again, so I better get on this. And Just Sean LV, what up, bro? You in Vegas? Said, got a wide receiver dilemma, need advice. Well, shoot in the question, homie. Shoot in the question, bro. Thanks. First time chatter on Twitch. Appreciate ya. Let's see. Triple X Lex. T. Higgins for AJ Dillon. I have Jamar, AJ Brown, Amon Ra, T. Higgins, Marquise. I guess I still don't want to trade Higgins, though. Higgins had a decent game last game. AJ Dillon did not. His value is down right now. Should be in people's eyes. Yeah. So I would just like fuck. Why not Marquise Brown or Elijah Moore? I mean, shit, even Garrett Wilson. You probably just picked him up, trade Garrett Wilson for AJ Dillon. Higgins just has more upside. And there we go. What up, Sean? Oh, and he said, found you on YouTube. There we go. What up? And he said, yes, in Vegas. I'm in Vegas too, if you didn't know that. And Sean said, Cortland Sutton versus the Niners, Garrett Wilson versus Cincy. As of right now, I'm going Cortland Sutton. If Jerry Jeudy plays, maybe I pivot over to Garrett Wilson, but I think I want Sutton in this game either way because the 49ers, they're not really, they don't really have the strongest cornerbacks. It's kind of one of their weaker positions there on the entire team as the cornerback. And Russ has a track history of torching the Niners. And Bungalow Joe, what up? Said trade away Michael Thomas and Corduroy for Cook and McLaurin. Nah, I'm just gonna hold. Don't I don't like doing trades like this. Wide receiver and a running back for a wide receiver and a running back. I'm just gonna hold. Don't even do it. And Dave Bond. He says Wentz or Brady in standard. See, it's crazy because I'm gonna go Brady. It's really because of the matchup that Wentz has. The Eagles are fucking nasty. Like they really are. And it's a revenge narrative for the Eagles. It's a revenge narrative for Carson Wentz too, but it's 1-11 over there. It's him against that whole Eagles, defense, who's also got a revenge narrative against him. So I'm going to start Brady. I think Brady shows up for this game down in Tampa as well. And let's smash that like button on YouTube, guys. There's so many people in here on YouTube, and we don't even have as many likes as we have watchers. Come on, let's get that fixed. Smash that like button, peeps. Let's go. I'm sure there's some people who are on in the beginning who are off now. So, I mean, we might even be able to get that over the people that are watching. So let's hit it. Mike, what up, homie? Peyton should go to the Broncos. I mean, they just got their new coaching regime over there, but that would be pretty cool. Let's see here. Cedric. 2 starts between Drake London and CeeDee Lamb, Cortland Sutton. And then Drake London, Keenan Allen, and Pittman Jr. And can you rank my wide receivers for the rest of the season? Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I really, really don't even like doing this. If we're talking redraft, rest of the season can change just like that. You know why? An injury to someone, an injury to them, injury to the quarterback. So I'm not even thinking like season-long outlook, for these guys. As far as this week, 2 starters, Cortland Sutton and Michael Pittman. Cortland Sutton and Michael Pittman. If I'm picking 2 here, but I like all the receivers that you got. I mean, I like. I would say Pittman probably looks like the top dog out of all these guys. And I put Sutton there, and then I put Drake. Or no, I put Sutton, then Keenan. I mean, if he comes back, like that's the thing. We don't even know if Keenan's going to play this week, the extent of his injuries, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and then I'd put Drake and CD. CD would be last. Let's see. Jacoby Myers. Yeah, Jacoby Myers doesn't practice. Kyle Duggar not practicing. Let's see. And Lincoln said, "Damn, fuck the Eagles." Hold on one sec, guys. All right. Crispy said, if you want to do a trade with me, I send you an offer. Quit sending back 5-6 player counters, especially when it's shit deals. Denied automatically. Tell him, Crispy. Mostert versus Rashad Penny. Neither. I guess I'll go Penny, but I don't want to go either one of these guys. And Sean said he wants Garrett Wilson bad. Here's who he has. I could probably get T. Higgins, Swift, McLaurin, and Gibson. Yeah, so really what you want to do, you trade away like Garrett Wilson plus like one of your other like either bench players or one of your fringe flex guys. Then you try to get T. Higgins or DeAndre Swift for sure. Mark said, who should I flex this week? Carter, Lockett, Pollard, or Corey Davis? Man, as of right now, I'll go Corey Davis. It's Corey Davis over Pollard. Super close. My answer might even change. So never take a Wednesday answer as a final answer, guys. You know the drill. And Joe Kingsley said, if James Conner is healthy, should I start him over Najee? I mean, it's a tough matchup, though. I mean, who do they play? They play the Rams. That's a shit matchup for them. I mean, Najee has a shit matchup as well against the Browns. You're not even going to know if he's healthy, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, the game's tomorrow for Najee, so I'm probably hitting Najee. Smash that thumbs up on YouTube, peeps. Let's get those numbers higher. Let's get them. Steven Tyler, what up? Would you rather have Brissett to stack with Cooper or Geno? No other QBs available with Dak out. I'd probably rather have Brissett. It's gonna be a shit matchup this week, though. So if it's like literally just this week and this week only, I would take Geno. Triple X Lex, Cowboys versus Giants, Titans, Cowboys, Titans, Vikings, Giants, Seahawks, Jaguars. If Herbert sits this week, probably go the Cowboys here. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Cowboys out of all these. I mean, showed out last week versus the Bengals. Michael Parsons, that dude. What up, Harvey? What's going on, bro? Looking for a flex start. Mooney. Jahan Dotson.
Well, obviously.
Mostert or Josh Palmer. If Keenan Allen doesn't play, I'd go with Josh Palmer. But if Keenan does play, it's between Mooney and Dotson. The only reason to start Dotson is because Darius Slay will never be covering Dotson throughout the game, so he'll probably have a more decent matchup compared to the other guys. I really think this is a big bounce back game for Mooney, though, so I'm going to start Mooney. I think he's going to get the volume this week. Texans, they've been giving up the bootay to the wide receivers. And Tino says Lamb last. You know, he has Cooper Rush at QB, right? And Joe says, where can I get a Keenan Allen voodoo doll? I need him to miss more time so Mike Williams kills it again. Tino said a moment of silence for Trey Lance. Peace out, Trey Lance. We'll see you next season, bro. And Joshua W. throwing in a super chat. What up, homie? Said PPR, Swift, James Robinson, Darrell Henderson, Damian Pierce, wide receivers, Cooper Kupp, Gabe Davis, CD Lamb, Drake London, Julio. Trade Robinson and Damian Pierce. Trade Robinson, Damian Pierce, Gabe Davis for AJ Dillon, Breece Hall. Hell no. No way, dude. Breece Hall hasn't shown it yet. I mean, is it dynasty? Is this redraft? I mean, maybe if it was dynasty, you know, maybe I'm a little bit more about that, but nah, not for redraft. AJ Dillon and Breece Hall. I like AJ Dillon. Trust me. Probably going to be later in the season where he starts like really getting grinded. We got Aaron Jones there also. Breece Hall still hasn't shown it. He still hasn't shown it. Let's see. Yeah, Mark said Vegas, baby. Mountain's Edge in the house. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got to link up and smoke one of these days, Mark. And Osmar, what up? Full PPR, pick one. James Conner, Patterson. I want to hear you guys' opinions. So I would probably still start James Conner just because of the offense that they have. The offense that they have a little bit more high powered than the than the Falcons. The one reason why I would lean on Patterson is I think he's just more of a volume play. But we saw last week if they're if they're trailing and things like that, he's just not going to get involved. He's just not going to get involved as much. So yeah, I'm gonna go James Conner. And Sean said I can get T or Swift probably just for Wilson. Do it, bro. Do it. Whichever one you need more, because those are potential top 12 guys right there. Swift is already in the top 12. Higgins got hurt, so he's not there. But whichever one you need more, wide receiver or running back, I would definitely do that. Dre Steel City. Would y'all do Aaron Jones and T Higgins for CMC? Nah, I'm holding. Fuck no. We're paying for CMC's past production, and the Panthers are just trash right now. It's not his fault, but they're trash. JPZ in the house. What up, homie? He said, hey, bro, Atlanta is trashing the field up right now. I'm trying to give Pitts one more game, but I want to give old boy from the Jets a chance. Conklin, am I crazy? No, I don't think you're crazy. I mean, they're going up against the Bengals. The Bengals, I mean, let me go check, but let me see where the Bengals are. And Bengals are kind of like middle of the road. I mean, Freiermuth, he got off against them last week. Schultz not so much. And then who's Atlanta play this week? They play. Oh yeah, they play the Seahawks. Let's see. Yeah. So Seahawks, they've been giving up the booty to the tight ends. There's only a handful of teams that have done better at scoring points. Again, like who have given up more points to the tight end position. That's what I mean. They played against Denver. They played against San Francisco. Smelly Dwelly, he got that touchdown. I don't think I don't think you sit Pitts in this matchup. I think you play him one more game. If he doesn't get it going versus the Seahawks and they really shut him down, then it might be time to pivot. Let's see. Let's see here. Where are we at? Got to scroll down. Oshmar, make sure you don't spam the chat. I had to scroll by your question because you put it in there 10 times. No spam in the chat, please. I'm going down just kind of one by one. And John said, which blast from the past had a better shot to do some help? Beasley or Marlon Mack? Fuck. Beasley? I don't think Marlon Mack does anything. Damn, Sean said week 1 went as tradition. Dak and TJ out indefinitely. Well, I mean, they're not going to be out indefinitely. Dak, I mean, they're making it seem like he's going to be back in a couple weeks. And TJ, I think he'll be back by midseason. Element difference. Do I trade Justin Jefferson, Kelsey, Lazard for Diggs, Waller, and London? No. You don't trade away Justin Jefferson and Kelsey. Guys send you trades like that, just hit decline right away. Just don't even entertain shit like that. Jinch, what up? Would you give Burrow, Derrick Henry, and Cortland Sutton for Hurts, Hall, and Jamar Chase? Redraft full PPR. I think I would. I think I would rather have Hurts and Chase. I mean, assuming that losing Henry and putting Brees in there, assuming that doesn't ruin your RB room altogether. Hopefully you have some RB depth besides that. And Mike said start Pitts or Freiermuth. Let's see. Freiermuth goes up against the Browns. I mean, Browns, well, I guess they haven't really gone up against too many good tight ends. I think I'm going to go Freiermuth. Pitts does have a good matchup, though. I already mentioned that. And Josh says, redraft, I have 2 good wide receivers on my bench, and I want an RB2. I feel it. But you got to remember, it's not about what these players are worth to you. It's about what they're worth to other people. So don't sell short just because they're not worth a lot to your team. Because that's you selling, that's you giving players away or selling low, instead of trying to get the best trade that you can. And still, I didn't include that I had Sutton. I mean, that's really good. But why give up Gabe Davis, the guy who just comes out and just looked amazing in week 1, just because someone else wants him? And you're like, oh, okay, like, let me do it. Don't do it. Got to hold your ground, because guess what? There's other running backs in that league. There's other teams in that league. Don't just give in just because you need. Don't give in because you're desperate to upgrade your positions. Like, trading out of desperation is the worst thing that you can do. I love trading with people that are desperate, because that's how you get top dollar for your trades. Triple X Lex, Keenan Allen said he has a shot of returning this week. Fuck what Keenan Allen says, Mr. Don't sit me this week. If a player says something like that, we avoid it. Don't even listen to it. We'll see what the coaches say, and we'll see what the practice reports say. Steven Tyler says Pitts or Kittle. Well, I like Pitts' matchup this week. And let's see. I mean, Broncos have been giving up the booty to the tight end as well. If Kittle plays, I'm playing him over Pitts. Antonio said start Lawrence or Carr, leaning Lawrence. I think there's more upside with Lawrence. I think Carr's the safer play, though. Osmar, Jeff Wilson for Zeke. Fuck no. Why would anybody want to trade for Zeke right now? No way, dude. We're trying to trade Zeke away, not trading for him. Caden, what up? Start 2, Sutton, Kirk, or Pittman. I'll go Sutton and Pittman for now, but if Jerry Jeudy plays, maybe I pivot to Kirk. And Sean said, how dare you disrespect Carr? I said Carr's the safer play. Q McBride, choose 2 flexes. Gabe Davis, Sutton, Bateman. I'll go Gabe Davis and Sutton as of right now. Answer could change. Don't forget, got to make sure that you guys tune in to later shows. Do not take the Wednesday answers as final answers. Harvey, what up? Your opinion? I did fleece my league by getting Lamar Jackson and giving up Mostert, Kadarius Toney, and Daniel Jones. They say I did, but oh man, I mean, met needs of his, and seeing those are the best kind of trades. I mean, I don't care what everybody in the league says, as long as the person who's making that trade is like, you know, if they're okay with that, fuck what the rest of the league says, because everyone's gonna hate on it. All right, 1 second, guys. Let's see. Oh, man, what the fuck? Tino asking me fucking kicker questions. Dan Carlson or Matt Gay? I'll just go Matt Gay. I'd rather have the kicker for the Rams. And Tino, you don't even like the Raiders. Kelsey, what up? Would you trade Elijah Moore and a second rounder for Brian Robinson? I might. This is a dynasty league, I'm assuming, because you're putting in the trades. Dang. I really want Brian Robinson. I really do. But Elijah Moore, I mean, I feel like he just has so much more potential. But I probably would. I mean, it's a second rounder. You know, that's another thing making me think a little bit. If it's Elijah Moore plus a third rounder, because I feel like Elijah Moore for Brian Robinson straight up is like pretty fair already. Jaws said I might be rooting for Mac, but I thought he looked pretty good moving around there. Figured he'd sign somewhere after week 1. Yeah, insurance. Facebook users start Brady or Tua. Both have tough matchups. I think I'd go Tua, though. Dennis, Treylon Burks on the injury report as of now. That dude stays on the injury report. Steven Tyler, Higgins, or CD Lamb. For talking about just this week, I'm going Higgins versus the Jets. Antonio said, Mr. Don't Sit Me, man. I'm still mad at that shit. I'll make sure to keep bringing it up. I'll make sure. Let's see. Joe said thoughts on Kittle, Jerry, and Kamara playing. My opponent has all of them. I mean, Kamara played this week. Kamara practiced today. Kittle practiced today. I mean, as of right now, it's still too early to call. This is a Thursday, Friday thing. Osmar, would you trade Kelsey for Mixon and Everett? No, I wouldn't. I'd keep Kelsey. Every time anybody asks me, would you trade away Kelsey? I'm always going to say no. It almost doesn't matter what it is because Kelsey gives you the biggest positional advantage in fantasy football. And Sean said Carr will light it up this week. They're gonna let him throw it down the field. Wait, you'll see. I hope so. I got Carr in a handful of leagues, and I got Adams in a bunch of leagues. We haven't seen it so far. We haven't seen it. And Antonio said, why are you yelling at me? With the all caps. Take it easy, bro. With the all caps. Take it easy. And there we go. I got Mahomes and Carr as a combo myself. Oh, Judy was the other one. I was wondering. I was like, who's Jerry? Yeah, we don't know about Judy either. He did not practice today. Out of everyone, it's probably looking the worst for him. Out of everyone. What up, Ward? Said someone dropped Schultz. I have Kelsey. Need an RB. Where priorities should I pick up Schultz and? No, like what? Okay. All right, Ward, this isn't your fault, but too many people like say this. Should I pick up Schultz and should I trade Kelsey? Fuck no. Pick up Schultz and trade Schultz. Like, if there's a reason why he's on waivers right now, it's probably because nobody wants him. You shouldn't be turning him into your tight end one and trading Kelsey away. No, do not do that. Please do not do that. And Josh said out of Sutton, Gabe Davis, CD Lamb, and London. Who's the best value to sell high on? Drake London right now. I mean, I would say Drake London after the game that he just had, and using the argument that they're always going to go to him because Pitts is going to be triple covered, every single game, and how they're always going to be playing from behind and blah, 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 whatever else you need to tell them to get on London. But Gabe Davis didn't even play this last week. London did. London balled out. Gabe Davis has a higher name value. But if the person you're trading with does not need a wide receiver, move on to someone else because you're not going to get what you want. You need to trade with someone who needs wide receiver help and trade them like London and someone else for a better player, a better RB. Osmar said, I'm trying to do everything I can to trade James Conner. Who should I target for an upgrade? I mean, this is the reason why you got to join the 420 crew, guys, because I can give you like yes or no answers on some of these, but I have no idea who you should target because this is team specific. Like, you should be going and analyzing the teams who need a running back and all that kind of stuff. And those are things that I'll help you do. But you got to get over and join the crew at 420crew.org. Become a Hustler Elite or a Hustler All Access Pass holder, and you literally get my cell phone number. I will answer your message. I will answer your text while I am on a show if you're not able to hop in live. All right. So, yeah, don't sleep on the 420 crew, guys. Go join the crew. Go get in right now because by joining, you get extra entries into the signed Michael Vick Atlanta Falcons football giveaway. Even if you're a YouTube member, go get subscribed on Patreon because then you're double dipping. And you want to become a Triple Crown supporter? Get subbed up on Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon. Then you get extra entries just for that. Right now, Francisco is our only Triple Crown supporter on out of the 420 crew. Appreciate you guys. Let me see. Where we at? David, what up, bro? He said, I got a trade. His Javante and Amon-Ra St. Brown for my Diggs and Kittle. I declined it. Yeah, it's too even, dude. It's like not even worth it. I would try to work that some other way, but I'm not giving up Diggs. Like, there's no reason for anyone to give up Diggs. Not if you want to win a championship. this year, unless you have a crystal ball that you know exactly when he's going to get hurt. And Sean said, Higbee or Everett rest of the season. I don't play that game because guess what? Everett's hot right now, but Higbee's got the better matchup this week. With these tight ends, it is a week-to-week game, week-to-week matchups. And Juked, would you let go of Dalton Schultz for Evans? Like, you trade away Dalton Schultz and you get Mike Evans? Like, yes, I would do that for sure. Triple X Lex, Logan Thomas, Hurst, and Joku, Conklin, Gesicki are likely. Hurst was limited today. Yes, he was. It's either Conklin or Logan Thomas. I'm leaning on Conklin right now. And Kelsey said my dynasty league is pepper in my inbox for Jalen Hurts Superflex. Exactly. So, no, Superflex, you're not doing it. Current QBs, Russ, Hurts, Mills. Yeah. What is Jalen Hurts worth in your opinion? The world? Like, we're talking about a guy who could potentially be a top 5 QB in dynasty, and assuming you play in one of these default scoring leagues where it's like 25 yards per pass or whatever, and then then he gets the things for running. Like, nah, Hurts is something you don't trade away. And Element Difference, he said he changed his offer. He wants Tyreek for Diggs in London. I'd say Tyreek and Diggs is super even, and I would rather have Diggs over Tyreek even after this week. I say you make him like sweeten the deal somehow and get a better player than London, because Tyreek just had one of the best games. I mean, balled the fuck out. Yeah, Tino. Kelsey is the wide receiver one for Mahomes. Kelsey yards are crazy every year. Exactly. That's why. And if you play with the tight end spot, that's the biggest positional advantage out of anybody that you can have, even over JT. And Steven Tyler, Aaron Jones, Javonte, Kamara, Mike Williams, Allen Robinson, Corduroy, two running backs and a flex. I'm going Aaron Jones, Javonte. And if Keenan Allen doesn't play, Mike Williams. And Crispy said, fucking Cloud, this dude jumped out of his car at a traffic light and then got out of my truck and runs back into his car and hauls ass. Damn. What the fuck just happened there, Crispy? You're about to whoop some dude's ass. You didn't know you're a big ass 6'5" motherfucker who's ready to stomp some fools out. And Juke said also trying to trade Zeke, not sure who to target. I mean, you need to target a manager who for some reason is like Zeke, because I don't know anybody else who wants to trade for Zeke right now. Niners said someone in my 12-team league drafted Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Stafford in one league. What a bad move. I mean, the single QB leagues, like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes you'll have 2 or 3 QBs, but this is why I say fuck those single QB leagues and get into super flex. Just more fun, because then they could use Josh Allen and Mahomes at the same time. And yeah, of course, yeah, I figured it was a 1 QB league or you wouldn't say it was dumb or a bad move. You didn't say dumb. You said a bad move. And Tino said Niners need to trade bad. You ain't lying. Triple X Lex, the one thing that would work for that dude is use 2 of his QBs for trade pieces for sure. Ali Boss God, what up? Said, got a trade for my Curtis Samuel for Jerry Jeudy. This one's kind of tough. My blanket rule for trades, one of the ones that I try not to steer from, I don't trade wide receivers for wide receivers. I don't trade running back for running back. I don't trade wide receiver running back for wide receiver running back. I just try to avoid those altogether. I would do, because that doesn't really improve your team much. I mean, even if you got Samuel super cheap, just getting back Jerry Jeudy, I mean, of course, in a nutshell, I would want Jerry Jeudy way more than Curtis Samuel. But the way that Curtis Samuel's been playing, watch out. Jack said, should I trade Drake London for Kyle Pitts? Nah, I wouldn't. Mike said, got people interested in the Archangel. Should I target Hall or Pollard? You're saying, should you trade away Gabe Davis for Breece Hall or Pollard? No. The answer is no. And Casa, what up? Do I trade Henderson or Elliott? You should trade away Elliott if you can, somehow. And Triple X Lex, so you think drop Hurst and pick up Conklin? I would, yeah. If Higgins is there, Hurst isn't really going to be getting much. The only reason he even did stuff in that first game was because Higgins missed. Ward said I traded Zeke for Monty. Good. I mean, it's kind of trash for trash at this exact moment, but I would rather have Monty than Zeke. Jeb, I'm being offered Debo for Javonte Williams. My other running backs are Taylor, Barkley. My starting wide receivers are Sutton and Moore. Should I take it? I'd want more, especially if they approached you about that trade. I'd want more than just Debo. Javonte's top 12 running back potential. Yeah, Juke said Jalen Hurts is going crazy. Not going to lie. Yeah, this is like if you're going to trade Hurts, it has to be for especially in Dynasty. Like we're talking, I mean, his value is at a peak right now. And CEO Yeti, what up? Chewbacca in the house. Amari Cooper or Tyler Lockett this week in the flex. I think I'm going to go Tyler Lockett and avoid the Thursday game. That's kind of that's the main reason why, because both are very similar to me. I don't think Cooper does what he did last week. I mean, he balled the fuck out. Yep. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? Jeff Wilson for Keenan Allen. Is that fair? You should send the trade offer. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's fair, but send the trade offer. Vanessa, what up? Pick 3, DJ Moore, London, Juju, Garrett Wilson. I'll go everybody but Juju. Put him on the bench. Yeah. And Juke said Drake London was a free agent, picked him up, and now my wide receivers stacked. Hell yeah, it's how it goes, bro. Let's see. Where are we at? Ward said unload DK for Garrett Wilson. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like trading wide receivers for wide receivers, running backs for running backs. I like to get a little bit more creative. Bob, I need to play 2 wide receivers on Bateman, Robinson, Marquise Brown, and Cooper. I'll go the first 2, Bateman and Allen Robinson. And Vanessa said James Robinson or Patterson in the flex. I'm going James Robinson. Ali Ball's God. T. Higgins for Debo. I mean, I guess I'd rather have Debo, but I'm just gonna lean back on my not trading a wide receiver for wide receiver. Unless you really want to cheer for the person that you're trading for. And in case that's all that's an emotional decision. But I'm going to try to keep the emotion out of the decisions. And Tino said a lot of this trades, people are not factoring in touches. Any player can bust out for 25 points. Yeah, but you're getting 17 points every week is the type of players you want. For sure, we want the consistency. Triple X Lex said, is Penny and Garrett Wilson too much for A.J. Dillon? No way, dude. Garrett Wilson probably just got picked up as a free agent. And a couple more questions, then we're going to get up out of here. If you want to get your questions answered for sure, just make sure you leave it in as a super chat or a highlighted message on Twitch. Kelsey said, redraft, would you drop Khalil Herbert or Madison for Brian Robinson? I dropped Madison for Brian Robinson. Breathing fantasy football, literally. What up, homie? He said, what up, man? You think Pitt's going to pop this week? I talked about it, how he has a nice matchup this week. If not, time to hit the panic button. Yeah, this will be the last game that I would for sure start him without going and picking someone up, anything like that. I'd give him one more shot because this is a good matchup for him. Mark said, I need a tight end. Should I attempt to trade Javonte for Kittle? No, you should not. I have Najee and Corduroy pimping. No. I mean, if anything, trade Patterson for Kittle. Kittle managers right now are pissed at him. No reason to buy high on him. Deluxe Crane plays. Should I trade D-Hop for Hilaire? Hell yeah, I would. Juke, $20 bonus for the highest score. Tight end got Mark Andrews. Hopefully he has a game like he had last week. Yeah. We're pulling for you. Osmar said trade Godwin or hold. I mean, if you trade him, you're going to be getting very, very low value as of now. So I would hold. Dennis said my 2 tight ends are Everett, Logan Thomas. Should I trade a running back, Stevenson and Everett for Kittle? I'd probably want to rather trade Logan Thomas instead of Everett. Let's see. Tino said we trust in Hilliard with Henry running slow. I have him as a start this week in a deeper flex. If you're playing in a deeper league flex, I picked him up in a couple places too. That was the only time that the Titans offense really looked good, was when they were getting him involved with the run game. Yeah, and Deluxe said thanks for your help, guys. Hell yeah, thanks for subscribing. And we're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. We got another episode coming down about 5 hours from now, our weekly fantasy playmakers show, and it's all about trades and getting them for the low, answering your trade questions, telling you trade targets, and things like that. All right, so we're gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you guys rocking with us. We will see you very, very soon. Peace out.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
Everyone in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.